Okay, Natalie, how you doing? I've got your workup right here, and I think you're off to a really fantastic start. Hardline is really great. I think at this early stage in the process, to be able to recognize the characters it's really fantastic. I mean, I immediately recognized all four of these before I looked at the PDF and saw the name. So the hardline work is fantastic. Nice job. I think a little bit more work in some areas, and I think we're really gonna really take this to the next level. I think the hair in all four needs a little bit more work. Also, the clothes and kind of depicting movement by some of the creases and folds in the clothes, as well as the shadow highlight areas around the face and the neck area. I think I'll go over that in 1 second. I'll give you some pointers there. But as far as the way that each one is depicted within the frame, I think you're pretty consistent on how these different characters are, or these different actresses are situated in terms of the focal plane. How far are they from the camera, so to speak? And I think you're very consistent in the first three. And then the fourth one, she seems to be a little bit closer to the focal point. So what I would recommend that you do at this point is determine what portions of the portraits are needed in order to really recognize. And I think if you look at all four portraits as a group, as you should be looking at these as a group and not individually, that's going to help establish the kind of series. As looking at it as a series and designing it as a series is going to help it appear to be more of a series when that time comes. So the reason I bring that up is because in Gilda right here, one of the important things here is her hair. In this portrait, that hair is just really a prominent portion of the portrait itself. So I would say to try to maybe take this focal point right here and duplicate it for all four of your actresses. I think the first, second, and third are very close. This one would just have to be zoomed out a little bit. A great way to determine this effectiveness in this regard is to take a look at the size of the face and see how we could determine how each one would be depicted within the picture plane of the stamp itself and really go for some consistency there. Okay, as I said, we're just needing some more detail. I think shadow highlight areas and specifically in the clothing. The clothing area really will make a big difference. I want to point you to two areas in the classroom. The first one is the welcome to week 3. Yes, wait, back to week 3. And come down, and I've added some assets to this announcement, but you come down here and here's shading and highlight techniques. There's 2 videos here, and then there's 6 more wonderful video resources right here to help you learn how to establish shadow and highlight. And then this resource right here and this link right here, really a bunch of wonderful techniques. My recommendation is to watch them all and to apply what you have seen and what you have learned into your portraits. So the next step in this process is really finishing these portraits, shadow, highlight, add movement from the clothes, really work out the texture in the hair, and then take these pieces and start to work with them within the clipping mask and the provided clipping mask for the stamp itself. All right, fantastic start. Just loving it. I think that one of the really interesting things here at preserving the series itself is the depiction of skin tone in each of the 4 characters. The one that doesn't fit though is Gilda's got a little bit more pink and red in the skin tone than the others illustrations. So you might, and again, it's a series, so we do want to shoot for some consistency there. So take some artistic liberties there and go ahead and change the color of change the hue of Gilda's skin to be more closely associated with the others in the series. All right, fantastic work so far. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any clarifications. Thank you very much. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. There was 2 areas I wanted to show you. One was the welcome to week 3 announcement, and the other is just take a look at these. This is the week 7 project 3 continue page for the stamp series. It's the one with this Maryland. It's wonderful Maryland example. But if you can take a look at these three right here, specifically take a look at how they depict the shadow and the highlight areas in a way that is subtle and matching and using different values of the skin tone to depict shadow and highlight. Okay, and this is just a wonderful, wonderful technique, and I think one that will really bring your illustrations to the next level. So be sure to take a look at those as well. All right, great job. Thank you.